Yeah, I feel like I'm me now, you know? Like I'm in my space. I'm in my zone. And I think anybody around me would really agree. Yeah, saying things without a conscience in my head myself. Way into a blind person finally seeing itself. Wearing my heart on my sleeve because that new fashion sell. And I don't want that jacket if I gotta ride a coattail, man, you can have that. I think they want me back on my gritty. One day she hate me, they miss me. Can't fuck with girls from back home cause it's HIV in the city. Niggas don't talk like confetti. No matter how much you lie to me, I know your ass ain't ready. Niggas acting like women. Niggas just wanna be messy. Spend your allowance money, hoping for some validation. Family don't understand you cause you just too complicated. Your mother way too crazy. And when y'all talk, there's no patience, and you don't open up. And so they make accusations. Your pops died early, and man, you still trying to shake it. And yeah, I made mistakes. So my little brothers will make up. My granny do her best. So I try to show appreciation. And when she had cancer, it cut me deep, so deep. I would lie awake, toss and turn, no sleep, ain't have an appetite. So had the time I wouldn't eat, then she poured through. I exhaled, they hit my knees, man, I couldn't breathe. Hold my throat, I couldn't breathe. If I ever lost her, it ain't no telling where I'd be. Becoming the perfect human, better let it assume a couple more sins to commit before I really commit. It's either small or too big, man, what do I really fit? Size me up, do it twice so we can really be sure. I apologize in advance, I just needed something to vent on. Backpackers they been on, putting my fucking foot on the gas. I match that bitch until I crash. Throw me a fucking doubter, I make him to a believer. 100 miles an hour, eyes closed, trying to see my future. Man, I really do this shit. I don't do this shit for kicks, but if we talking about the souls, man, they all sold them. Keeping greatness in the box, man, I'm claustrophobic. Your mommy putting it in a pretzel like she doing aerobics. I told him, I be that nigga that you gotta get a verse from. They have fun and have fast. I wanna put away funds. You and your mom's class, every chance y'all get is you accept your step brothers on some bro to bro shit. Only to find out they apply to you quick. Man, I just saying, I'm just doing me. I'm just trying to make it. You niggas don't inspire me. I should be your fucking inspiration.
Man, I'm just doing me. I'm just trying to make it, yo. I'm hoping I can be your inspiration. Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee. Man, y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing a house. And I come to do what I got to do, and I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm standing tall. I'm standing strong. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Unc the God Killer. Ah, what's up, family, man? I see you on the building, man. I want to do this little reaction video dealing with Candace Owens' statements. And I heard some statements that sounded just like that in the conversation I just left. Big up to Sosa, man. We had a great conversation over there, man. I think it was Brass. It was Brass, Sosa, Concrete Corey Head, right? American Dream, and Cedric. Got everybody? Yeah, I think I did. And I swear I heard some of the people in the conversation sound just like Candace. So maybe they kind of understand what she was saying. I know the way she say stuff at times, yo, it come off wild, right? And she got this weird way of like twisting it back to make it seem like, well, I was just. See, you know, we've been fighting against pseudoisms for so long, yo. We can tell, right? We can tell when the conversation shift right back. Shift, you know what I'm saying? Like you was saying that, but the heat was too much. It was you said it in a way where you could put it back in there, right? So we need to probably be a little more clear on what we saying and how we say it, right? Because I'm gonna stand on what I say. Always have, always will, and I'm not gonna change it, not unless more available information come in. But I'll tell you, man, okay, that make more sense of what you're saying. A lot of things are counterintuitive. I get that. Lot of ways, a lot of what sometimes the way we say it, we might not actually meant that, because I do that at times, right? Absolutely. And we should be given a chance to, change that. Like, I didn't even mean it that way. I know I said it. I know it sounded that way, but when in my mind, the way I was thinking, it didn't come out the way it should have. So I get all that. But that Candace Owens, she says things at the wrong moment and at the wrong time. She does that. And so when I tapped into the conversation, right, I'm going to play it. She was kind of saying some things like that. Not saying that the brothers were saying exactly the way she was saying it, but what I heard from her was like, why should we got to make it about race all the time? And go back and listen to Sosa's show, right? And I could have sworn I heard that. Maybe I'm just tripping. I get to tripping when I get to when Corey and Brass and Corey Brass. I mean, I get to it be me. I know it's got to be me. I'll be like, maybe they didn't mean that. So I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, man. Go listen to that show. That was a good show. It's a good show. And if they didn't mean it the way Candace Owens meant it, then maybe they'll say, well, that's not how I meant it. But she explained all. She talked about how it shouldn't be that, how everything ain't race and all. She said the same types of things, but they were saying, no, that's a factor too. Yeah, well, Candace Owens wasn't saying there was no type of factor at all. She was like, nah, it ain't why it's always got to be that, right? And so, yeah, Fetty too. Yeah, Fetty, I read all your comments. Yeah, you was basically you over there with Candace. I get you. I ain't mad at you, yo. I appreciate your opinion. But I want to make sure y'all know that I ain't saying what Candace is saying, that I just disagree with her. I disagree with her timing of it. I disagree with her trying to say it was the politics of it at the time. They're going to use this, right? I think Brass actually said something about, well, how media uses it, right? He said that. But we are intelligent enough to understand at least the people that actually matter. We are intelligent enough to know how social media is used and how the Democrats and Republicans are going to use things, right? And they're going to focus on one aspect of it. Okay? A lot of people just focus on one aspect of it, right? But I think it's important to bring that balance in the situation, right? And I made the statement that Black people have been fighting for their social economic status and just fighting for their social understanding of equality in America since the transition from slavery to Jim Crow and the civil rights movement. We've been fighting, man, to get equal pay and money and wealth from day one, and we've never stopped that. So I never like to hear, well, that's all we saying. No, that's all the people that's talking. Maybe it's people that's just talking, to go to work every day. And I'm goddamn tired of these white police killing us. It's rape. Yeah, they had a right to say that. Yeah, and that's and they might not understand the implications of race like we do, but they're also very intelligent people. Right? I've been lucky in my time to be introduced to some very high-level thinkers, intelligent people who went through the college systems to reach their doctorate degree, master's degree, and even some brothers and sisters on the street that maintain that we need our social economic status is absolutely a part of our problem, and we need to work on that. We need to fight for that, right? And they're fighting for that, and they speak on that. I think the mistake is made when we say that's all it was race. That's a mistake. Or that's all it was social economics. That's not it. So I want to play this clip first. Let's get right into this. All right. So, moment of silence though. All right. For Sonya Massey. For that sister that lost her life, man. All right. And maybe she was suffering from some mental health issues, and see that goes right back to defund the police, which ain't actually like asking for less police and all that. It's just saying like actually prioritize the types of jobs that police should be doing, because maybe that lady needed a wellness check or something like that, right? I don't want to speak too much on that. Maybe it was something that she needed, right? Maybe she didn't actually hear somebody outside her door or something. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but that's still not a reason for her to lose her life. Even if she needed a wellness check, even if she was suffering from going through a what's the word I wanted, a crisis or something like that, a mental health crisis, whatever it was, right? Whatever it was, her behavior on camera didn't warrant a police, right, to shoot her in the head based off of her saying rebuke in the name of Jesus. How's that get you shot today? Now that get you shot. So based off of the prior history, right, of black people in North America from day one they got here, we got a right as concerned citizens to say, did he just shoot her because he didn't have empathy for her? Did he just shoot her, right, because he doesn't see the value of a black life? See, we could say that and not get bombarded with the, well, why y'all always got to talk about race? See, that's Candace Owens. And she slide her way on into the, well, you know, the conservatives. She's a conservative, right? Well, you know, they want to, the other people want to use this far right or far. They want to use this for the campaign and all that. Stop it. That's not the time for that, because the reality is there has been racial bias in police shootings. You know what I'm saying? Like that is the consensus, right? That is the consensus that the racial biases, right, do occur, right, in police shootings. We're gonna bring out data for y'all. We're not just talking. I don't like to just talk, right? But let me play this clip first, and y'all let me know. And so, yeah, that was wild, getting shot like that, right? And we're gonna question. And these are some other points that also make us a question. All right, Deputy Sean, Deputy Sean. Deputy Sean, what? See, when I hear stuff like he was discharged from the Army for serious misconduct, okay, and had a history of driving under the influence, right, in his record, right? And also, you know what I'm saying, was told to go to certain classes dealing with high stress decision-making classes, right? This is all documented. This is revealed in documents in Illinois Sheriff Department. When I hear that, I start to ask myself, man, let me do it this way. Say if you was Native American and you got dishonorably discharged. No, do a little bit better. Mexican American, and you got discharged from the United States Army dishonorably for misconduct. How hard or how easy would it be for you to get a job? Not only get a job, but work at several police departments and leave them for different, for different, reasons, you know what I'm saying, dealing with your conduct, and still get another job. And then be in a position to shoot a lady in the head because she said rebuke you in the name of Christ. How often does that occur? Now, if I say a black man, a black person, an African American get dishonorably discharged for misconduct, they ain't even gave why. We're gonna find all that out, right? How would you just be able just to get a job working at the police department? See, they like to hire people from the military. Let me tell you why I'm saying this. They like to hire people from the military, ladies and gentlemen. They absolutely do. They like to hire people from the military, right? Because there's a certain behavior, a certain attitude that comes with being in the military. There's a certain factor, a certain way you carry yourself, a certain on key. You know what I mean? Like you trained, right? Certain level of training comes that for a person that enters the military, they thinking is a little bit different. Like you want to go to combat, right? You negative or positive. There's reasons why they like to hire people from the military and the police department, right? And so if you get this honorably discharged from that, how you find yourself in a police department is beyond the pale for me. Like to check them stats. And that's when we start to say, it's probably a little more easy for a white boy to get that position and then mess it up a couple times and then end up in a position to shoot the sister. Us saying that don't mean we crying race. We saying, that's interesting. Based off of the history in the United States, we don't immediately jump to the social economics part of it. I know that's a part of it, but sitting here, when you sitting here and you see that, oh, that was social economics why that lady got shot. If she was in that neighborhood, right? And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna really talk about the social economics. But let me get to the clip. Let's get it going, man. Appreciate everybody that came in. Sister Sci-Fi, look, I appreciate you coming through. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you being in the server. The homie Stephen, same with you, bro. I appreciate you being in the server, man. Man, I see you. Fonte, what's going on, brother? I appreciate you, man. I don't even think you're in the server, right? Appreciate your music, though. All right. Fatty, boy, you already know what it is, man. You know what it is. Chris Cross, what's going on with you, man? Appreciate you. Gary, man, I appreciate you being in the server, man. Appreciate you, man. All right. Man, Sosa's World, what's good, man? Appreciate you. So we're going to drop that link in a minute. I see you, Chuck. What's going on with you? Yeah, the sister says there are too many unstable persons with human services types of jobs. Police, teachers, yeah, all that. What's up, Kent? We're going to do an after show to this reaction, man. So let me react to it, put in a couple things, man, and we're going to dive right over to the pseudo killers, man. And I hope y'all jump up on the panel, man, for this lively discussion, man, so we can get it going, man. And ain't no shade over here, man. If I got something to say about a person, I'm going to say it, yo. And I ain't going to hold back, man. All right. So it's going to be what's going to always be, man. I just appreciate lively conversations, right? So there's factors that make us say, man, race had to play a role in that. Man, I'm telling you, yo, disarmable discharges, yo, don't look good when you go and work for the police department. Yo, that's a tell right there for me. See, I understand the correlation between, being in the armed forces and how much it worked for you in getting those types of jobs. It's a feather. That's an extra couple feathers in your hat. Oh, you been in the Marine Corps? Oh, it's a pass. I'm telling you. But to get put out of that, they start looking at you like, and then they go through several police departments. The system has absolutely failed us. Need to sue the hell out of the police department for that. It's completely out of order. I just don't see this happening if the sister didn't look like you and me. I don't see that type of thing happening. I just don't. Not that way. I don't. Right? Call me what you want to call me. All right. So, all right. Let me get this on here real quick. Let's see. I don't want to play a lot of it. I want to. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's crazy, bro. It shouldn't even be like this. But this is the world we live in, man. Let me see if I can get this without messing up the channel. Let me put this in here first of all. Fair usage. Because this is definitely newsworthy. All right. You know what it is. And we're just trying to learn from our experiences, right? Yeah, we throw up this disclaimer, man. It's fair use, man. All right. Made a bit for a second, man. Let's get right into it, man. It's the world we live in, man. We got to address it, man. And I want to get right to it. Like I said.
I'm gonna go get my kid. No, your head's cut. I'm gonna go get my kid. No, your head. Face. Okay, I'm sorry. Drop the pot. Drop the pot. I'm gonna go get my kid. No, your head's cut, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
Really?
God damn it. God.
Huh. He absolutely meant to do that. Absolutely. Like, I don't care. First of all, you couldn't tell if the lady was suffering from anything at that point with that interaction right there. We'll play it one more time. Right? She was asked to get the water off the stove. First of all, why is they still in that lady's house? Why not just leave? What's the point? Right? And this supercharged guy leading the way. Who's that guy? Sean. Supercharged. Shoot you in the head. Really? And then shoot you in the head. First of all, you can tell he didn't see that woman as human. Absolutely not. He's seen her as a piece of meat or something. And we know that this type of behavior occurs because I think it was let me get this wrong. There were some college students working on a doctorate degree. I don't want to get the university wrong. I want to say it wrong. And they took a test and they failed it based off of they actually thought Black people don't feel pain the same way as white people do. Like we don't feel pain like that. That's learned behavior, y'all. That was part of the scientific racism when they made sweeping, wild statements like that. So there's a certain level of sensitivity that people like Candace Owens should have when speaking on issues like that. She's supposed to know stuff like that. She considers herself to be very eloquent and affluent in issues. She should already know that. So the fact that this guy is looking at her and don't see her as a human being puts him in a position just to blow her head off like he did. That's a problem. That's a racial problem in the police department. So there's a few things that failed us. The system could have caught that. The Marine Corps, my fault, the Army sure as hell caught it, didn't they? They caught it when they put him out. They caught that. The Illinois Police Department, they ignored that. They ignored the warning signs of not being able to serve your country, getting discharged, dishonorable discharge. They ignored that and let them have a job. Not once, but a couple times. Yeah, how often do that happen for Black police officers to be afforded that type of opportunity? Right. Yeah, man, that's wild. Let me run that back again because I feel that to be extra wild for me. Let me see.
Drop the pot. Drop the pot. I'm gonna go get my kid. No, your head's cut, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot. God damn it.
Let's go straight to Candace. Where you at, Miss Candace? It's wild. So at that point, based off what we've seen, you got a right to say what you want to say out your mouth. All right? Live in America. Okay? What I don't understand is why is there a conversation around, well, the Democrats going to use this as an election year? No, man, that's not even it. That's later on down the line. You could talk about that. But when you give your commentary, man, you can clearly understand that right there ain't even in the talk. That's one of them ones. How do we know it's not even talk? Man, they immediately charged that, man. They seen what came out of his mouth and immediately charged that, man. Fired him and locked him up. Right. And see how fast that happened? You know why it happened that fast? Happened that fast because one, black people stepped up during the coronavirus. When people like Freddie Gray and them got murdered crazy. Right? So they heard, right? Measures was put in place to get this type of thing happen quick. Used to be, well, we got to get this, we got to do that. Remember the body cams and all that start coming into being when we stood up. All right. So let's not say that we don't come together and push policies. Yes, we do, man. You got the segment that's going to march, and then the segment is going to tie that march together with making sure certain policies go through. Do it always work? No, it don't. Okay, we're not saying to do, but right, how quick this went, was a result of us stepping up. It wasn't as a result of saying, well, that wasn't a racial thing. Yeah, it absolutely was. There's certain, and you don't got to know what's in a person's mind. You can tell the way he treated the situation that he had no regard for that particular life right there. You don't even got to question that. Oh, she just so happened to be a black woman. Oh, she just so happened to be a woman, all in the game. The question would be, would she have shot a white woman like that? Would that have happened that way? So some things, right? I always say this. The Jewish community, they don't allow you to tell them what is anti-Semitic. They're not listening to you. They're not paying you any mind. They're not listening to the world right now about how much is too much after their homeland was attacked, or whether you think they own it or not, whatever you thinking in your mind, they ain't listening. And I'm saying we need to be the same way. We need to have a strict rule in place. Don't allow other people to change what we think racism is. Never allow that. We got clear examples of people not going for it. And it's been working for them, and trust me, it'll work for us. Well, they got the court system. So, the court system will get all the evidence together. They're going to check through everything, and they're going to make their determination on whether they felt like that was a crime or not, or whatever it was, right? But us looking at that, man, that's an easy one. Whether you know what the person's thinking or not, he has no regard for that black woman's life. That's one thing we know. Let's hear what Shorty Slick say. Let me see. Oh no. Shorty Slick. I call her Shorty Slick. Cause she say something and then act like that, and that ain't how she was really saying or meaning. She an expert at that, boy. Woo. I said it, but I didn't mean that. I meant it, but I didn't say it. But that's the way I said it. What I was saying was, that's how she do it. How Miss Owens do it. About to play a video, but y'all can hear it though. Y'all can hear the commentary. Here we go.
Basically, we're not going to show you the clip again, but you can tell when you're watching the clip that she's out of it. The best way that I would describe it is that she looks to me like she's having an adverse reaction to medicine. You sort of hear these stories of people when they're on Ambien and they do sort of weird things. And that's kind of the best way that I could illustrate what I was watching in this clip. And I said in response to it that I did not deem the shooting to be justified whatsoever. I also said that the police officer would likely get into trouble since he signaled that he was going to shoot her in the head. And I then concluded that it is suspicious that these stories and these videos seem to conveniently be dropped to Black America every election cycle. Like we went from George Floyd, and right when it's election cycle, suddenly they start looking. It's like they just send out an email. Like, if you got any videos that could upset Black America, that would allow.
Huh. You hear that? No, y'all heard that. I simply said, no, you didn't simply say it. The lady ain't even buried in the damn ground yet. No empathy. No empathy at all. Standing on business, huh? I get it. Certain point, you got to have some empathy. You can't always be on that side. the things that she said, that they're all possibilities. Kind of conspiracy a little bit here, there. You got in the middle of an election that both sides going to use what they got to use. There's a lot of stuff going on there, but is this the time to throw that in there? I don't think so. Right? You should be caring about the family, what happened with the family, especially when you're a public figure like that, especially when you got the mic in front of your face, right? Especially when you needed the black community a couple months ago. See, let me keep playing it. Interesting. She keeps talking.
Allow us to sort of bang on this race narrative, please send them. And immediately I point to the fact that Joe Biden was tweeting about this. Like, where was he the last 4 years in office? Did no other black people or white people die at the hands of a police officer? No, of course not. But they liked the illusion of peace while they're in office. And then when they want a radical sea change, or if they want to stop somebody else from winning, they like to again drum up the race narrative. Totally sensible comments. I did not say anything that could have been deemed controversial. But Cardi B found it to be controversial. Or
man, shorty, wild with that. So the fact that you sitting there not knowing that saying that is controversial is actually problematic when you supposed to come off as very intelligent. You supposed to know at least when you say that there's going to be backlash. I know it's things that say out my mouth, I'm going to have a problem when I say it. Like when I say somebody's mother, I already know that. Look at me, oh man, he said, I already know it, but at least I'm aware of it. She's not even aware of it, really. It's a game she playing, right? There's no sensitivity in that. Throwing out the race card. What do you mean the race card? The race card, the lady got her brains blown out. And she started off the clip with talking about the lady was going through some type of I could tell by her look. So let me get this straight. Let me go back to it. Let me get this straight. She can't tell what's going on in the police guy's head because she said it. But she can tell what's going on with the black woman and what she's going through just by watching things. That's why it's a bunch of malarkey. I think she does this to get attention. And I think people do that to be on that side to get attention. I just do. Because you can say things that make sense. But the timing of when you said it don't make no damn sense. Why would anybody be worried about whether black people classify something or think something to be racial? And then you say black people like it was all the black people said it. Like we don't have people who work on our behalf that are intelligent to know how to separate the things that are blended together. Makes no sense to me. Then she dives in on Cardi B. And she makes problematic statements about Cardi B. She like threw some underlying shots. Right? So Cardi B is actually he's going to play the clip with Cardi B, right? Cardi B is actually saying what she heard Candace say. And Candace is saying, that's not what I meant. That's like, you know what I mean? When you read the Bible and it say that, you say, it says this, and this person say, but that's not what it means. I'm just reading what it's saying. We can hear exactly what you're saying. We hear you, Candace, loud and clear. Got a right to say what it is you want to say. Lady ain't even in the damn ground yet. See, I bet she wants some help. And then Cardi B goes on to talk about how, watch this, it get deep. Cardi B, she did a thing, yo.
She thinks that she found it to be controversial because I think that she receives a lot of her information on the internet. So she may have saw a portion of my remarks taken out of context because that's what happens. You got to let the internet. And she was upset. She was very upset. So let's take a listen right now to what Cardi B thinks she disagrees with. Take a listen.
So the other person that I'm going to call out is Candace I can't even say her name, Candace Owens, because she made like such a. It's like, girl, why you always up, girl? Like seriously, why you always why you always up? You know, I've been seeing clips of different things that she have said about different topics, and some of the things I'd be like, okay, you know, I will never give you a 10 because I don't like you. I'm never gonna give you a 10 because I don't like you. I give you an 8 or a 7 to certain things that she have said, you know, in the past year or something. She had been saying a lot of things that is like, it kind of makes sense, kind of don't, kind of makes sense, kind of don't. But yeah, but today she said something so disturbing about the sorry, I'm choking a little bit.
It's okay.
She said something so disturbing about the Sonya Massey case. And it's just like, yo, why you always gotta it up? Why you always gotta it up? Like, why you always gotta take it there?
So she's making a great point here. Her point is like, why you always gotta mess it up? Not that everything you said was wrong, but why you always gotta do it like that? That's all she's saying. She's not trying to get into the small nuance of the poverty aspect of it, or, you know, the political party going to use it. The fact that you're saying it in this particular space and time means you're messing it up. It's like being at a funeral, yo. You don't get up there and say, man, yo was a horrible human being. It's the wrong time to say it. The person very well may have been that, but that's the wrong time to say it. I'm finished.
Like it's like you always gotta take it there, and it's like, why you gotta take it there? Like, for you to sit here and say that it's like, oh, we cannot blame everything on racial, not everything is racial. I know that this is sad, but this is not something racial. There's more white people that killed by the cops, and it's like, girl, shut up. You don't feel one little bit of empathy, one little bit of sympathy of how this woman died. There was no argument, there was no conflict, there was no raised a voice, and she got shot.
So that's a good place to stop before I let her keep speaking, because again,
Now watch Candace explain her way out of it. This is how she do it. Timing, Candace. It's all about timing.
What tends to happen in these circumstances is Black America is routinely taught to just be upset and to be angry and to do exactly what Cardi B is doing. And this is why.
See, there you go. First of all, what do you mean we're taught? See, so she's actually right. That's a shot right there. Black America is taught, but not white America. What are we taught? So we don't got enough sense. We ain't got no sense. We just taught. And see, that's what a lot of people think. A lot of Black people say that out their mouth. They say it in different varying degrees. I hear it. We don't do this and we don't do that. That's bull crap. It's not true. It's not true. And I'm going to show you why it's not true. Because I'm going to show you some scientific stats to show it's not true. Ms. Tiff says it's called gaslighting. Gaslighting. Man. Boy, I tell you, man. See? Like we taught. Taught by who, Candace? Who would dare teach us like that? And then we don't have enough sense to know that's wild. Why would you teach me something like that? It just couldn't be based off of the history. Couldn't be that, could it? Couldn't be based off of social media bringing to light things we didn't see before. Now we can see it clear as day. Couldn't be that. And then it couldn't be that we have enough sense to make the determination that ain't all daggone police, right? And the majority of police ain't bad. It couldn't be we can't make that determination. Could it? That the majority of the United States is not racist? It couldn't. We don't understand that, huh? Yeah, man. She playing with them words, yo. See, I learned this game right here being in this damn conscious pseudo community, because this is the game they play. See, they played it, and she's playing at a high level. Listen to her.
I always use her as an example because she has a massive platform and she's saying things. She has no idea what she's talking about. She obviously did not listen to my full show. She did not listen to the full context. And yet she's leading people to believe that I've somehow justified the shooting of Sonya Massey, right? Because if you just listen to what she said, you would go, oh my gosh, Candace is effing ish up again. Candace must have gone on her show and been like, listen, guys, this is not about race. This is totally fine. And just showed no empathy toward the situation. And that is why people would deem her to be a useful idiot. That's why I say that they like to platform people that they suspect don't have enough education to research things on their own and will therefore just believe a headline or believe a short clip. And again, will not do any deeper research to see what exactly it is.
Yeah, man, but you ain't need no deep research for that right there. That wasn't even a deep research moment. Yo, your eyes did all the researching in that one. That ain't deep research right there. Some things it is what it is. Crazy police white guy with a gun tells the black lady he don't want to fire with boiling water. I ain't never known boiling water to cause a damn fire. Take it off the stove, right? She say rebuke in the name of Christ, and he shoot in the head. You don't need much of nothing to see that was wild. That was, now, come on, man. That ain't even, that, man. Like this one of them clear ones. Like we done had some, well, maybe, they kicked the door in, they knocked and they said they was at the door and they kicked the door in and the man shot first, then they shot him and all. Yeah, that ain't one of these. They had his hands locked up behind his back. And then they put a knee in his neck and wait a minute, but maybe he should have just got in the police car. The feet was out. This ain't one of them, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wild guy with a gun. White guy with a gun. Shooting. Man. We ain't never doing that. Now that's something we ain't doing right there. I'll fight y'all on this one.
That person said in their full context. So I'm just going to give Cardi B a portion of what I said that she definitively did not see because I saw the same clip, which was edited intentionally, or I should say misedited intentionally, clipped intentionally in a way that tried to make it seem as though I was just out there defending what had happened to Sonya Massey.
So I can get that. People do take things out of context, right? But I want to hear her explanation. See, in the explanation, you'll get the truth. Watch this.
See, here are my actual remarks, which oddly sound suspiciously a lot like what Cardi B was just saying there at the end. Take a listen. Now, when this first was spoken about, we were told that, I don't know, there was some sort of a threat with the boiling water. Sure, yes, she's acting erratically, and there is a situation in which she could have thrown the boiling.
We didn't see that. We didn't see nobody acting erratic. Could have thrown it. That's the point. Let me go back again. We did not see. Our lying eyes must have lied to us. We just looked at it. I didn't see nobody. Do you know what? Hold on. Let me show y'all something, man. We is not doing this today. This is what we not doing. We is not doing this. Let me show you. Let me get this. Take the cup, for instance. It's full of boiling water. If I take a boiling water full of cup and doing like this, that's acting erratic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to say it again. I'm a police stand. I got the bar. Pour the, you get the coffee pot, boiling water, and you pour it in there, and you put the tea bag and do the police like that. Or you, that's acting erratic. The lady did like this. He was like, I rebuke you. Something said something, rebuke you, and she ducked down. Nigga, because you got the gun. She's supposed to duck. You mean Candace didn't see See, I see what it was now. She didn't see the same video we seen. She had some kind of things on her eyes that make her see an erratic person. Did y'all see an erratic person? We're gonna do an after show to this on the pseudo killers. Y'all got, maybe I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe she was erratic. Maybe I just didn't see it. Maybe my eyes had the races lens that make you see everything you racing and make you see it. You can't see her acting erratic. Maybe she did it so quick and fast that the black eyes can't catch it, but the white eyes can catch it. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Man. Boy, I'm telling you, man. Funny. Man, hit that Cash App, man. We can keep going. Let me see. I did get one Cash App. The love came from real quick. We're gonna keep going because this is interesting. Listen to the explanation and you'll catch the truth. See, definitely catch it. All right, Mr. Morris, I appreciate you, bro. All right, guaranteed, man. I appreciate you. That's love right there. Here we go again. I ain't trying to listen, man. I ain't trying to make nobody feed into it, try to hype nobody up. We looked at the daggone video, man. The lady grabbed a pot of hot water off the stove, was getting ready to pour in the thing to do, and said, I rebuke in the name of Jesus, saying like she was just playing or something like that, right? He pointed the gun at her. She ducked down. He come on and shoot her. Like she ducked down. So after the person ducked, what you thought she was getting a gun? You thought she magically replaced the boiling water? No, he said, I ain't gonna throw no water in my face. Just tell me to grab the pot and then shoot me. That's what we seen. Grab the pot so I can make an excuse to shoot you. That's what he did. And she can't. Man, listen, man. Come on, man. Here we go. Boy, I tell you. But this is interesting. At levels never seen before. Candace be tripping. I think she do this to get the attention, yo. Here we go. We're going to finish hearing her statements. I'm going to go back a little bit, just a little bit.
That, I don't know, there was some sort of a threat with the boiling water. Sure, yes, she's acting erratically, and there is a situation in which she could have thrown the boiling water at the police officers, but they were nowhere near her. And then they shoot her, which to me, given the context, the fact that you knew that this woman was not mentally there, and even if she did throw boiling water at you, I don't see how saying, she said, I will rebuke you. I think she said in the name of the Lord. And then he says, no, you will not, because I will shoot you. I mean, that is like very extreme, very aggressive. And he then proceeds to, she says, I will shoot you in the face. I mean, that's just like, what are you even talking about? Over a woman with boiling water. In my opinion, he should have simply used his taser if he felt threatened by the steaming water, or if he felt that he
Good point. We can agree with everything she said. Good point.
He absolutely had to use his gun. Why didn't he shoot her in the foot or somewhere lower? This just did not seem like an appropriate response to me whatsoever.
Shoot in the foot. I see, I ain't mean it. Can't say why you ain't shooting the foot. All right, so obviously, all right, we're gonna go back and see what she's saying. Was she acting erratic? Maybe. Hold on, let me see. All right, she agrees. All right, let's go back. We don't want to mischaracterize the black woman. Hold on.
Very aggressive, and he then proceeds to, she says, I will shoot you in the face. I mean, that's not because I will shoot the boiling water at the police. Now, when this first was spoken about, we were told that, I don't know, there was some sort of a threat with the boiling water. Sure, yes, she's acting erratically, and there is a situation in which she could have thrown the boiling water at the police officers,
Okay.
but they were nowhere near her. And then they shoot her, which to me, given the context, the fact that you knew that this woman was not mentally.
So what you think she's saying there? Hold on. She's saying she wasn't acting erratic, or she was. So she can't get mad if people misconstrue. That's it.
Her. And then they shoot her, which to me, the boiling water B was just saying there at the end. Take a listen. Now, when this first was spoken about, we were told that, I don't know, there was some sort of a threat with the boiling water. Sure, yes, she's acting erratically, and there.
Okay, there was some kind of, we was told there was some kind of threat with the boiling water. I guess what the police said. And then she said, sure, she's acting
There
erratic.
is a situation in which she could have thrown the boiling water at the police officers, but they were nowhere near her.
Okay, so the butt mean that she's not really saying that the lady was acting erratic. She's just basically saying that's what was told. Keep going.
And then they shoot her.
The police department is wild for that. It's like they tried to do a cover up or something. Whole thing is wild. Let's focus on her though. Yeah, we heard the father say that they wouldn't even tell her that his daughter was shot by police. They kind of covered it up. Then you heard the police trying to make excuses to cover it up. That's crazy. So I wonder what's going on with the other police officer.
Which to me, given the context of the fact that you knew that this woman was not mentally there, and even if she did throw boiling water at you, I don't see how saying, she said, I will rebuke you. I think she said, in the name of the Lord. And then he says, no, you will not, because I will shoot you. I mean, that is like very extreme, very aggressive. And he then proceeds to, he says, I will shoot you in the face. I mean, that's just like, what are you even talking about? Over a woman with boiling water. In my opinion, he should have simply used his taser if he felt threatened by the steaming water. Or if he felt that he absolutely had to use his gun, why didn't he shoot her in the foot or somewhere lower? This just did not seem like an appropriate response to me whatsoever. Now, parking that aside, of course, as I have said since the beginning of time.
All right. Let me finish hearing it. We heard that you did good, Candace. Let's see if you mess it up.
Get out of there. There are mistakes that police officers are human beings. So you can very, very much see what I said there. And
you got to finish it. All right, go ahead, Candace. She just switched it now. Let's see.
And it certainly does not sound like I was trying to justify what happened. But what she's taking issue with, and the reason why they clipped me out, was that I, again, made it obvious to Black America, because a lot of Black Americans now watch this podcast and they're starting to see me in my full context, that you can start to just notice this sort of behavior. You'll start to see these trends ahead of an election season. There's going to be a story in which what they want Black people to do is to respond radically, irrationally, to be angry, to turn against each other, to burn down your own neighborhoods. And I said, don't let that be the circumstance. Do not.
There you go, right there. When did we just burn down our own neighborhoods and start acting all erratic? Really? You mean Freddie Gray? Where the man head was severed from his spinal cord? You mean that is when they tore down Baltimore, Maryland? That? What about the long line of events, right, of police brutality that's documented in Baltimore, Maryland? You had this team of officers, that the gun task force, that they didn't committed them to jail now. That's how wild they was running around here with the planting of the drugs and such and such supposed to be getting guns off the street, but taking drugs and selling drugs back into the street. It sounds like some kind of gangster movie or something. No, this was going on in Baltimore, Maryland. Fraught with wildness. The daggone prosecutor in the case end up getting in trouble. So maybe they had good reason to react the way they reacted. Yeah, she start off good and then she dive right back out. See that? That's the point right there. No, Candace, it ain't because it's an election year. It's because people are just tired of that. That's my point. Y'all can go get the rest of this interview to hear the rest of that. But that's it. You do real good and then all of a sudden, let's hear the all of a sudden. All of a sudden. All of a sudden. Black people, I don't want you to burn down your neighborhoods. When the last time we burned down a neighborhood? Baltimore, Maryland. Remember that?
Podcast, and they're starting to see me in my full context, that you can start to just notice this sort of behavior. You'll start to see these trends ahead of an election season. There's going to be a story in which what they want Black people to do is to respond radically, irrationally, to be angry, to turn against each other, to burn down your own neighborhoods. And I said, don't let that be the circumstance. Do not allow people who have big platforms to convince you that this needs to be your issue that you need to go out and scream about. Instead, vote according to things that are going to actually matter. That's essentially what I said to Black America. And Cardi B then decides to be an example of exactly what I was warning against. Take a listen.
And then it's like, okay, he didn't say nothing racial, right? He didn't say nothing like a racial slur and everything. But one thing for sure is that we definitely know that he knew in the back of his head, because she was a black woman, that he was going to get away with it. Not
Okay,
only
let's
did
pause
he
that right
think,
there. So that is a nonsense, right? To say one thing that we definitely know is that he knew in the back of his head that she was a black woman and he was therefore going to get away with it is just such a nonsense, which flies in the face of everything that we have seen since the dawn of BLM. To the contrary, you have police officers that are facing time in prison, like the Asian police officer and the Derek Chauvin, who had nothing to do with anything, who lost his entire life. He was basically new on the scene and happened to be there as they tried to apprehend George Floyd. It's the exact opposite, actually. So the idea that this guy, that we have some shred of proof that this was racially motivated is ridiculous. That is.
What did she say about the Asian guy being there? Let me see. Let's go back a little bit.
Actually. So the idea that this guy, that we have some shred of to be there, lost his entire life. He was basically new on the scene and happened to be there as they tried to apprehend George Floyd. It's the exact opposite.
Lost his entire life. He just so happened to be there as a police officer. I just want to see, Candace, and this is where I got to just keep saying it. So you don't understand how being a police officer carries a certain amount of respect due to the badge, right? And so if we to give you that certain amount of respect, then we're expecting a type of a certain type of behavior too. That it could be 5 police officers, 4 of them is wild, and 1, right, would at least step up and say, "Nah, hold on, that's a little bit too much." See, we expect that. Is that lofty thinking? Yeah, probably so. But if something wild happened, you there, then you might just lose your damn career. Because we're saying, somebody got to step up. No, you wasn't tripping like the other 4, but you didn't dive in. You could have literally dove in. You could be like, "Nah, man, y'all ain't doing that. Y'all got to stop that. That's too much. Let that man go. Keep the handcuffs on him. Just everybody calm down." He could have did that, right? That's why the man locked up, because he didn't step up. Regardless if he knew what was going on, whatever the hell nonsense she just said. See, that's nonsense right there. See, there you go. At the wrong time. See? Yeah, she got a way of doing it. Yeah, she do.
Actually. So the idea that this guy, that we have some shred of proof that this was racially motivated is ridiculous. That is, again, the media trying to convince, and Cardi B getting in line with the media and trying to convince Black people to see a race issue where it is not. And again, the only reason they're doing this, right? You don't see any example throughout the last 4 years of them since George Floyd really kind of hitting at this, "Hey, Black America, this shouldn't have happened. You should be angry." The only reason they are doing this is because we're in an election cycle. I am pointing out that because it is just so obvious.
No, that's not the reason why. That's not, you mean, hold on. Are you saying the only reason who doing that? Hold on. She must be talking about the commercials. What is she talking about? The Democrats?
Really kind of hitting at this, "Hey, Black America, this shouldn't have happened. You should be angry." The only reason they are doing this is because we're in an election cycle. I am pointing out that because it is just so obvious. What a ridiculous thing. It is the one thing we definitely know is what was in the back of his head. That's what Cardi B is saying. But let's hear her keep going.
No, we don't know what we see. We're not basing it off of what we know what's in the back of his head or what's in his mind. We basing it off the fact that we don't understand how a person that got dishonorably discharged find a way to find himself on several Illinois police departments and then end up with a gun shooting a lady in the head. This got some water and he told to go get the damn water and take it off the stove or whatever. That's what we talking about. Man, that's what we saying is wild. The whole thing is wild.
that he was going to get away with it. Not only did he think that, the department thought that, because they didn't tell her son or her father that a cop shot her. So they definitely thought that it was going to get away from it, and it had everything to do with the fact that because it was because she was Black.
And she has a great point there. No matter, even if she didn't put it eloquently. She has a great point there. They did start making stuff up. They absolutely did. They didn't tell the dad what was really going on. That's crazy. The police tried to hide it. She wasn't even giving medical attention. All the above. They kept all that away. If not for the cameras, yo, we'd have had a whole, she dove at me. She threw the water in her. I guarantee you, man. Thank goodness for the cameras. Thank goodness for stepping up for some type of racial equality. Because that's why they got them cameras now, huh? Remember that? Suppose we took the Candace Owens advice. Oh, man, it's just a police being a police. They just was wrong. Man, we wouldn't even afford for the daggone police to have cameras, man. Body cameras, man. Think about that, man. You know how they say where there's smoke, there's fire, right? There's something going on.
So nobody has to say a racial slur for you to know that it was racially motivated. Like, come on now. And then it's just like, yo, how old is Candace Owens? How old is Candace Owens?
Now, this is the good part for me. See, this is the part that struck home right here. Watch this.
How old is Candace Owens? She got to be around my age. Owens. How old is Candace Owens? Oh, it's this bitch.
Watch the point she's going to make.
She's 35 years old. Candace Owens, you're 35 years old. Sonya was 36 years old. Y'all practically have the same body frame. Y'all practically got the same body frame. Y'all both slim. Y'all, you 1 year younger than her. She's a mother. You're a mother. She's a daughter. You're a daughter. She has a father that care about her. You got a father that care about her. Bitch, this could be you one day. No, and it could be actually worse because you the type of person that if a cop stopped you, you will get real sassy at the mouth. And as soon as you get sassy at the mouth, the motherfucker will shoot your ass. This lady didn't even got loud, didn't curse, didn't raise her voice, there was no confrontation. She got shot for no reason. And then you sit here and be like, oh, it's very convenient that it comes out when the Joe Biden, Kamala, and Trump thing going on. To be honest with you, when I saw that video, the last people on my head and the last thing on my head was Joe Biden, Kamala, or mother Trump.
Okay,
because it's not
we can get out of this. So pointedly ridiculous. Again, how is it the last person that's on your head? Specifically, given the fact that Joe Biden actually made a statement on Twitter.
See, there she go again. Let me watch the explanation, then I'm gonna talk about it. Watch.
They all were issuing remarks on Twitter regarding the shooting, which is why I was, of course, preempting Black America to be wary of this. Again, why are they?
Nah, man, come on, yo. Cardi B is simply saying when we watched that daggone video, yo, the last thing on our brain was that the Democrats are trying to use this to make us burn down our damn community. See, it's in her explanation that you know she be tripping at times. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. That piece right there. Right there. How she twists Cardi words up and all that. Because she, you know what I'm saying, she might not have it as eloquent because she's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And that's how she get it. Right? Spanish background, that's how she talking. Man. Candace is well spoken. But she's using it against us. We know what the hell's going on. We can hear everything you're saying. We hear you. We heard exactly what you said and how you did it. So no tweets from Joe Biden was in nobody's head when we watched the video. Everybody ain't on damn Twitter. Everybody don't think alike. But when we looked at the daggone video, we could see what it was. And in that moment, we were saying, man, yo, that black woman ain't deserve to get her brains blown out. That's all we saying. Nothing more, nothing less. But that white man who been thrown out the armed services that understood something was wrong with the dude because they put him out. Why is he allowed to work at a couple police departments to even be in that position? It's got to be something dealing with the color of his damn skin. Whatever reason could that be? Because I ain't seen it happen too many times where people of color get thrown out the damn armed forces. And next thing you know, they working in police departments and leaving several police departments to be able to even shoot a daggone white woman. That's interesting to me. Miss Candace.
Not drumming this beat. Why aren't they beating this drum all throughout the time that they are in office? Why is it always an election year? Now, I just really want to back up and try to understand.
An election year, they beat because this is when it happened. It happened the other day, man. That just so happened to be an election year. All right. Man, boy, I tell you. Boy, I tell you. Crazy. She immediately thinks about the politics. I seen it blow. I seen it get shot. They trying to. Look, this is why we can say. This is why we can safely say. Okay, I want to come back to here. County level predictors for racial bias in police shootings, right? Okay, so this article, I want y'all to go ahead and read this article right here. This is how we do it right here, right? So no, the everyday old average person walking around is saying is racially motivated. Yeah, ain't crazy. Clause 1, this is free access. I always tell y'all to get this, man. Read the article, multi-level. All right, this is a great article. All right, great article. It's free. I talk about it all the time. I got my evolutionary articles in here. You can get that. You can get your political databases. All that is in PLOS. Remember, man, he wrote the book, man, about the autism and how vaccines didn't cause racial autism. Peter Hotez. I believe he started this right here, right? It's just dealing with the analysis of racial bias in the police shootings. All right. And I'm going to put this in a thing for y'all to put into y'all folder. All right. So it's not that we just saying that. One second. Hold on. One second. Put this in here. All right, I got you. Hold on. So come down to here because I heard a lot of people talk about the social economics and low income. But this article is actually, let's talk about the type of income they're talking about, right? Let's see. Let's come right here. Man, I can't believe this. I want y'all to all get on here. I want y'all to comment on this, right? But I'm going to do it. I want to kind of do it separately. But right here, right? This is the methods. That's the method how they got the data, conclusions, and future directions. And it's this piece right here. I just had it highlighted as new data, fact check data. We wanted to talk about quality data needed towards biases, because we hear people talking about the economics, the social economics, it's the social economics, right? I heard a lot of that on social show, but I want to tell you how much money it was. Like there was a comment made that if she was in a more affluent community, that she wouldn't have got shot. I would argue that guy in any damn situation is going to shoot. The data citizens, let me see, continue to emphasize citizen-driven data collected will provide researchers with data needed to study published results documenting temporal trends and racial bias in police shootings. But there was a part that was dealing with the economic piece. Damn it, man. Man, I should have just did it while I had it highlighted. Does racial ethnicity suspects vary? Yes. Okay. Modern level, country level expanded. Racial bias shooting. Let me try it one more time, man. I know it's right here. I wanted to show you there's a statement there in here. Maybe I'll get a chance to find it by the time we kick up the thing because I'm going to get off here. I want to just show this real quick. Man. Kind of show y'all. Nope. Man, damn. Can't believe that slipped through. The term I really want to show you is actually low medium incomes. The study is actually dealing with low medium incomes, right? All right. And we need to know what the hell a low medium income is, right? I wanted to actually show you that. Damn. Hold on. I'm going to do it like this. Because I think it's important if we talk about low medium income, right? We want to know what the hell is a low medium income. Let me see if I can find it in there. Let me see. Hold on. Nope. Let me see. Can we get to the low medium income part of it? Because it's kind of shocking there what a low medium income is. It ain't as low as you think it is. So that bitch was about to put everybody in trouble around here. Low medium income. God damn it. Man. All right. Anyway, a low medium income. Okay. A low medium income. Okay. Watch this. Low medium income. And I got the data for you if you need it. All right. Low medium income. As of recent, let me see, to provide specific figures of medium households. So medium households income. All right. That's what we're talking about. All right. All right. Remember, we're talking about low medium. All right. And the low medium. Okay. Is provide specific figures of medium households income, United States and specific communities, recent data from sources, U.S. Census Bureau, okay, or other disputable economic research or organizations would be required. As of recent data, all right, the medium household income, okay, is somewhere between. Hold on, let me get that right. Hold on, I'm about to mess it up. Hold on, I'll get this right. 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. I don't want to mess it up. Damn. Hold on. All right. The national household income, according to the Bureau of Medium House Income. About low medium. Hold on. Low medium. Low medium. Let's see if they get. Yeah, low medium. 68,700 as of 2019. Okay. Let me see. Then it goes on, and another metric used to determine income levels for 2020. All right. The FPL for a family of four, approximately 26,200. 26,200 households earning below this level are considered living in poverty. They say those earning between 100% and 200% of the FPL, approximately 52,400 for a family of four, right, are often considered low income. Okay, the graphics. Okay. Okay, but the low medium is like 78. So shit. Huh? How many of us be affected by that guy shooting you? They ain't even below the poverty level. You talking about 52,000, right? That ain't below the poverty level right there. That man, that's kind of shocking right there. Huh. That's kind of shocking. They ain't even that shoot. A lot of us in trouble right there, huh? At that point. Huh. Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, for me, yo, yep, absolutely. That good guy vary from state to state, but you would never expect that. Yeah, I mean, you talk 78,000, 60,000, and yeah, that's low. And this article right here talking about police shootings is definitely dealing with the low medium incomes. And I just can't seem to find it on here, which is crazy. And that's wild to me. That is crazy. Right? You thinking it's 20,000 or below. Nah, you know they in trouble, but you in trouble too. Shit. Boy, I tell you. But yeah, we about to transition over to the pseudo killers, man. Yeah, due diligence. We about to travel over to the pseudo killers, man. I probably went too long right here. We're going to jive right over there right now. And I'm gonna drop. Let me drop the link. Hold on, let me drop the link. So yeah, we can get right into this daggone conversation. All right. Let me see. All right. So we can get right into it, yo. All right. All right. I find it to be interesting, the whole conversation, man. 1 minute it seemed like Candace is rocking, and then she hit you with the curveball, man. But that's why we live in America, because we all get that choice, yo. Yeah, you know. You can always add, let me see. Hold on. 1 second. All right, that's the link, yo. Come on and get through. All right. Send y'all the link, man. I want y'all to jump into the lively discussion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was muted. My fault. That's all I was basically saying. I want to get this link out here, man, so we can get into this conversation, man. I don't want to mix the two up there, man. We're going to go right over to the big up to Juju. Appreciate you as usual, Juju. Would appreciate your input on this moment. Yeah. So yeah, we going live on the Pseudo Killers, man. Support the shows, man. Hit the daggone Cash App, man. Show some love, man. Hit the daggone Cash App, man. Do what we gotta do. We right here in the game, man. I appreciate everybody that came through for this little segment right here. All right. Really do. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate and I'm just interested to hear your commentary. All right, on the subject. Everybody, welcome. And man, y'all know what it is, man. Very, very interesting, man. The way we express ourselves in America about different issues, man. I guess that's all right. And we're not gonna take nobody right away. So we want to keep our right. And yeah, man, we ain't gonna bash a person, right? But Candace, you always pick the wrong time to play the little. Come on now, that's the point I was trying to really make, man. Like, stop it. We hear what you're saying, but boy, I tell you, boy, the old Candace, boy, she know how to keep it going, don't she? She know how to get everybody roused up. I guess that's what she do. They call it gaslighting. I ain't mean that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what it is, man. We gotta get up out of here, man.
I feel like I'm me now, you know? Like I'm in my space. I'm in my zone. And I think anybody around me would really agree. Yeah, saying things without a conscience in my head myself. Way into a blind person finally seeing itself. Wearing my heart on my sleeve because that new fashion sell. And I don't want that jacket if I gotta ride a coattail, man, you can have it. I think they want me back on my gritty. One day she hate me, they miss me. Can't fuck with girls from back home cause it's HIV in the city. Niggas no salt, not confetti. No matter how much you lie to me, I know your ass ain't ready. Niggas acting like women. Niggas just wanna be messy. Spend your allowance money, hoping for some validation. Family don't understand you cause you just too complicated. Your mother way too crazy. And when y'all talk, there's no patience and you don't open up. And so they make accusations, your pops died early. And man, you still trying to shake it. And yeah, I made mistakes. So my little brothers will make up, my granny do her best. So I try to show appreciation. And when she had cancer, it cut me deep, so deep, I would lie awake. Toss and turn, no sleep, ain't have an appetite. So half the time I wouldn't eat, then she poured through. I exhaled, they hit my knees, man, I couldn't breathe. Hold my throat, I couldn't breathe. If I ever lost her, it ain't no telling where I'd be. Becoming the perfect human, better let it in soon. A couple more sins to commit before I really commit. It's either small or too big, man, what do I really fit? Size me up, do it twice so we can really be sure. I apologize in advance, I just needed something to vent on. Backpackers they been on, putting my fucking foot on the gas. I matched that bitch until I crash. Throw me a fucking doubter, I make him to a believer. 100 miles an hour, eyes closed, trying to see my future. Man, I really do this shit. I don't do this shit for kicks, but if we talking about these souls, man, they all sold them. Keeping greatness in the box, man, I'm claustrophobic. Don't mind me putting it in a pretzel like she doing aerobics. I told him, I be that nigga that you gotta get a verse from. They have fun and have fast. I wanna put away funds. You and your mom's class, every chance y'all get is you accept your step brothers on some bro to bro shit. Only to find out they apply to you quick. Man, I'm just saying, I'm just doing me. I'm just trying to make it. You niggas don't inspire me. I should be your fucking inspiration.
Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Uncle God Killer, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate you, man. We hitting over to the Pseudo Killers, man. Man, if you're in that Pseudo Killer server, man, get up on the damn panel, man, and add something to this discourse, man. I appreciate everybody, man. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App going out the door. Like and subscribe, man. We right here. We in the game, man. We got a couple more reaction videos going down tomorrow, man. We're going live every day this week. This is what we doing, man. I appreciate all the support, right? Big up to all the haters. And with that, man, I'm out.